Welcome to Kranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversations for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Kranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Buenos noches. Good night. How are you doing? Good night. We're here for post, what should I call it? Debacle? The game after the game where we struggled. Not a pretty picture. And as you come into the chat, people, you know the drill. So don't make Kranky get miserable tonight. Because I'm not in a good mood. It's not a good day. It's the day after the day where we see, even though I have on my thumbnail on the brink. And if you interpret that right, we are on the brink in either case. So it's both a positive on the brink and a negative on the brink. So hit the like button. Blessed up, Mr. Man. Bless up. Come on in, people. We're going to have a conversation. Lines will be open quite a bit tonight. We'll go through a number of different things. We'll go to revisit the game somewhat. Who played well, who didn't play well. We'll talk about the coach's strategy. We'll talk about his strategy and decision making. And we have to talk about the bigger picture, because game is coming up next Tuesday. Bless up, Float. Mr. Man, Float, those of you in the chat. And hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. We have enough to talk about today. Enough to go through. I was looking through some stats before I came on. They were ugly, like really ugly. I think you should be worried, Float. I was just reading up on the Curaçao team. Look like they improved. They have a Bundesliga striker. Who's been there, Paulina? They have the Bakuna brothers. They have a bunch of players who are not going to be intimidated. So, and after coming off a 7-0 win, you cannot feel good about yourself. So, come people, hit the like button. I'm going to be very cranky tonight. So if the like doesn't match those in the audience, I'm going to take my little breaks and drink my water and wait until they catch up. I'm in one of those moods tonight. No like lose. Yeah, the stats are beyond ugly, people. Beyond ugly. But the stats are indicative, of how the game went, I mean, we make Trinidad look like Trinidad look like, well, I was going to say Brazil, but I like Spain. I just couldn't finish. They look like Spain. They were like Spain all night. The wingers had a field day. The midfield was running like nobody was there. It reminded me of playing the US in St. Louis. People just running wild and no resistance. And that can't be good, people. Can't be good. 13 likes. 29. I stopped doing that, but I realized the likes, they matter. So if they matter, then yeah. And by the way, people, don't forget to, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all the good stuff that we always ask you to do when you come into these forums. But before I start that, I want to say something. So I know that I've been getting some beating as related to CFAS. And probably some of it is probably deserved in some respects, even though I said something which I deemed to be innocuous and it got taken away and people run with it and them still I drop word for me. Still I drop word. But today I did drop a video because I have, as a person who always make sure he has receipts. And tell you what, people, sometimes when these things occur, I don't necessarily have the videos set up in a way in which it's easy for me to go generate what I'm trying to generate. So it take a while for me to go search for some things. But I put out a video. I didn't even spend too much time in the video. I just went, found it, do some search, found it, because I knew that I wasn't as negative as people say I was, you know. I went, I found it, I posted it, and it speaks for itself. So I can't wait for people like Fisherman come tonight to talk about, say, oh, see if us do well and you did this and you did that. No, we can't wait. Now, some people say me at two, me depend both sides, but I don't care what I say. The receipts are there. And nobody knows about CFAS that I haven't said before. Nobody. Me don't care who them say they want name. Nobody. So nobody can come beat me because me have receipts. So you don't can come tonight, people. Come, the phone line open. You want to criticize Kranky about CFAS and CFAS this and CFAS that. I actually have the receipts here online with me now. I keep them in my pocket from now on. I'll keep them right close to me. So the guys, when I want to set me, have my receipts them close to me. Them in my pocket. I just start running off in the mouth. Me just pay the receipt and just shut you up. Because the receipts, you should always have receipts. It's clearly substantiate, demonstrate that, you know, what you say is gospel. So when people say, boy, I'm a fight against thieves, I'm a bad mind, I'm a this, I'm a that. Well, those people should now turn up so we can have a conversation. Coming up bad mind, no money. And Steve's stats were ugly. Let me say that too. I don't like you the truth, no, I know. Well, most of the team stats were ugly. But Steve's stats were especially ugly. Except for the goal. And when you score the goal, nobody can tell you nothing. But if you look at them stats, them which we go through tonight, they were ugly. It's a fact. People don't like hear the truth. They talk about, say, boy, I'm not bad mind, and nobody can come tell me nothing, and me push up my chest. Yeah, whatever. The facts are the facts, and the facts remain. So people on all up on the likes. All right. Me all up on my time, you know. And somebody comments me come do a show tonight, you know. So if you don't want to work with me, then I go watch the Knicks play. Because my Knicks are playing, I'm not watching. My Knicks are playing and I'm watching them. I'm here having a conversation with you. So if you don't want to engage with me and help me out, then go watch my Knicks play. But as I was saying before, those of you who want to talk about CFAS to Kranky and try to beat Kranky, please come good, as them say. Come good. Because if you don't come good, you'll get beaten. Trust me. Come good, you'll get beaten. Come good, you'll get beaten. So I have to say. But anyway, let's go to the game, people, because we're ready for it tonight. Anybody who are, be ready for you. But any name Piper or Fife or Cypher, I don't care what you want to name. I'm ready for you. Can't beat me tonight. Can we have receipts? Now, if we look back at the game, people, and we're honest with ourselves. All right, man, can you make the phone? Go on. Good night.
Kranky, how you doing? Good night.
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm great. Remember my phone call yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said 2 players that have to show up, and he didn't show up, but he showed up in a sense where CFAS played the roster youth that they had marking him. I think this is his first game, right?
Yeah.
For Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
His job was to mark him out the game.
He did mark him out the game.
And that's what I'm saying. His job was to mark him out the game.
But he did mark him out the game.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying too. What make good players? CFAS actually adjusts that.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Kranky, people. No. I'm gonna prove my I'm gonna prove my point, people. I'm prove my point. Go ahead.
Kranky.
Yeah.
Okay. The one opportunity that he got, right?
Mm.
He actually beat the man and picked a corner.
He didn't beat the person who was marking him. He beat the center half. What are we talking about? Wait. No. Let's back up.
Okay, go ahead.
You said he beat the man who was marking him. No, he didn't.
No, I never said that. I said he actually beat a man.
Oh, yeah, he did beat a man. He destroyed him. Yeah. He didn't beat him. He put him on his butt.
Exactly. Yeah, then he actually picked a corner.
Yes, now he scored a brilliant goal. We can't knock that.
All right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The CFAS that a couple of days ago, I'm not saying for this game, I don't know, something happened that he adjusted in his mindset. He would have been frustrated out of the game. that's him. That's what you saw, and continue to see whenever somebody is marking him out the game. It takes him out altogether.
Yeah, no, look, here's what happened to the game, people. Whether CFOs was smart on the play or the strategy, they were pressuring. No, because I don't know if it's a strategy or not. They were pressuring us, right? Pressuring us.
Correct.
See, they were deep in our territory, around our box, CFAS peeled off, right? With the hope that maybe we'll win that ball, come to him. Burrell made a brilliant pass. The rest is history. So,
yeah,
so Payne, who was marking him for the entire, the light skinned Payne, who was marking him, he beat Payne one time in the entire game. He beat him one time.
And I agree, but what I'm trying to say is this: the CFAS that you will see, he'll lose his composure. You'll have to sub him because now the game becomes boring to him because he can't get to use his one style, which is, you already know, his speed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the guy, I think in the beginning, what happened was he beat the guy when the game first started. Right? And that's when the guy realized, he's like, oh shit, this speed is different. And if you notice, every time he turned, he's there. Right?
I don't think he beat him one time completing the game. You know why? Because if you look at the stats, well, I mean, stats can be wrong, but he had one of four successful dribbles, which has to be the one he scored the goal on. So he did go. He had won the first half, but I don't think he got by the guy. Did he get by the guy? He went on the line, went by initially. Then the guy, then he cut inside and tried to flick the ball over to Gray. He made a crazy pass to Gray, which didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is he did beat him, right?
Okay.
And this is when the Rasta actually start adjusting. He realized how fast this kid was. I mean, they probably told him, but that right there said, you know what? Okay, I really need to man mark him. That's what was going on. And you can say that, I can't say these things is what he did was luck. I can't say that.
Well, who did was luck?
Tifas.
He scored a great goal. There's no luck in the goal. It's a great goal. There's no luck.
All right, so that good. I'm glad you agree. We agree on that, right?
Yeah, there's no luck. There's a great goal.
Okay, so he had to manage his composure, wrong or right, to score that goal.
Yeah, no, he took the ball on the wing. He fake left. He came back up. The manager pushed him baseline, but he didn't, which is the same thing happened to King. He faked him left. He came back up. He went right, and he put in the far corner. The ball touched the defender, by the way, because not sure it was totally going in. He touched the defender to go in. But it's his goal.
And what I'm saying is he had to manage his composure to score the goal.
Yes. No, it's a brilliant goal. There's no arguing that.
All right. So what I'm giving him credit for is for him to continue to, although it wasn't going his way. It wasn't going his way at all because that guy really did bark him out of the game. But that one opportunity he got, he did what he was supposed to, and that's what we asked for in a great player. Right, that's what you asked for.
Well, no, he's a good player. The word "great" don't overuse the word. He's a good player.
No, but what I'm trying to
he's a good player with great moments. That's what he is. A good player with great moments.
You understand what I'm trying to say, Kranky.
But I want to make sure that the terminologies are right. Right, he's a good player he actually should be a better player, to be honest, with that speed. Because normally when you have one attribute, people, which is so exemplary, which is his speed. If you refine your game somewhat to add other aspect to your game, it makes you almost unplayable. But when your game is, I get the ball and I sit on it to get fouled or pass it back to my defender, I never play my midfield in, I never play the center forward in, or I go down the wing, your game needs improvement. And people don't like that because they believe you should only focus on the positive. You should talk about areas of development.
And I focus on both the positive and the negative because before Tifas' mind, we probably had to sub him out the game. But he remained calm, cool, and tried to do as much as he could. That I got to give him credit for.
Yeah, man. Look, I think people are saying, well, where was Payne on that goal? He was attacking. Sometimes you do that. Cephas is the one who peeled off, When you're attacking, correct. So should Payne didn't peel off because the center half supposed to have him, right? It was 2 against 2 because Gray was also running on the other side. So it was 2 center halves against 2. Now you need to have 3 against 2. 2 against 2 is not good because you expect a forward to be able to create something. But Cephas peeled off, and it worked out well that the ball went to Burrell, who did a really good thing.
True. I agree. But that's all I call to say, Kranky.
All right, appreciate the call, sir.
Let's give the guy some credit. All right.
Yeah, he's getting credit. He's getting credit. He deserves the credit.
All right.
Bless up.
All right.
Yeah, people, me give credit to people. You know me though, me get enough beating people because I think I can be critical. Some people don't like that. They think it should always be positive, but I can't. I have to call it like I see it, right? I have to call it like I see it. So me, some people come on my channel last night. I gloat at me. To the whole night, people, I bring this up. They might gloat at me about CFAS. Me hear somebody say, "Boy, man, I make inference to me today upon them program about me inference indirectly, not directly." I smile because, as me say, me have receipts, so I can't say what I say. There wasn't enough one call me last night. Come back and call tonight and I start about the CFAS thing. I'm afraid if you have the conversation. Can't tell me nothing. RDB says CFAS took his chance with both hands last night, and we need to give credit where credit is due. Game it defining moment. CFAS moment is brilliant. Yes. We all agree with that. And I'm sure he's basking in the glory of the goal, which is a good thing. Scored a brilliant goal. But as I've always said, if you want to be a very good if you want to be good at what you do in life, you have to invest in yourself and you have to invest in your craft. That's all I gotta say. 0759 says Kranky, we're going to the World Cup regardless of the coach. That's sort of like a Kranky saying, which you're probably gonna have to eat. Where are we going to the World Cup? You're going to the World Cup. You can buy a ticket now. Whether Jamaica did that or not. 1-1, you can't answer that 1-1 because 1-1 is funny, 1-1. Can we go through the stats in 1-1? It's funny because the people who beat them chest about CFAS all day. If CFAS never score, I can't really say that, but he never score, we'd be coming here saying, what the hell was he doing on the field? Seriously. So luckily him peel off, luckily him get the ball from Burrell, and luckily him score. We would be here saying, can I tell the people, the stats them ugly. We look on the stats them today. For the entire team, for most of the team, some people's stats worse than others. CFAS stats, apart from the goal. Take out the goal, in no stats. Bobby Reed. Lord Holgate. I thought Holgate played better. When we look on the stats, Jesus, Lord. Holgate, Bobby Reed, Russell, CFAS. Burrell stats better than CFAS. I thought Burrell didn't have the best game, kind of getting on service, but his stats were not as bad as they thought they were. So it's both the eye test people and the reality when you don't look on it. Some people also look at the eye test. That's how them focus on. They're not focused on outcome. They must focus on eye test, which to me don't make no sense. But it was just to go back to the game overall, I thought we would have been better, right? Trinidad was better in Jamaica against us. Trinidad is probably the most unfortunate team in the zone. They outplayed us in Jamaica. They totally outplayed us at home. It wasn't that big a margin in Jamaica as it is when they played at home. And they have nothing to show for it except 1 point. I thought we were the better against Curaçao in the second half and had 5 chances to their 3 or 4. And yet, we walked away with no goals against them and 0 points. So, I wouldn't call it luck. So, we can make your own luck a lot of times, but it hasn't gone as one would expect in some instances, a lot of instances. I know I read an article today that says Curaçao would be the second least populated team, or maybe the least, to make the World Cup. I think they have 150-something thousand people. I think Iceland was one of the smaller one, and I forgot which other country. Cape Verde is one of the smaller one. But it's ridiculous how small they are. Obviously, they have a lot of people migrated to Holland or put in their squad, but yeah, we shouldn't be struggling with Curaçao people. And the soup get cool. In fact, the soup get hot, it burn me. Soup burn me. You drink soup and too hot, it burn your tongue. That's what happened to me. I get burned. Why are we being outplayed by them? I'm gonna ask you guys to answer the question. I think I have an answer, but I want people to answer the question. Why are we being outplayed by are we outplayed by Curaçao? First half, yes, second half, no. But why are we being outplayed in this whole qualification? That's a bigger question, right? Take out Bermuda. We got outplayed by Trinidad twice. You couldn't say we outplayed Curaçao, and we have 1 more game to go. It's not that difficult. It's very obvious. Yeah, you know the worst chance that Trinidad missed? The right winger, what's his name? Coleman or something like that? He turned King outside in destroyed him. King hurt himself, twist up. He had the goal gaping and he put it wide. That's when you know it's not your day. Not your day. Or some could say he just didn't take your chances. But that was a bad miss on his part. And then I thought John Russell's goal was a goal. So let's go overall and talk about the game. Then we go through some stats and then we'll talk about the coach and his decision making. So in terms of the game, we came out okay. But as the game progressed, it looked ugly. And our biggest fear was realized. And those of you who keep talking about you can't play better and lose, or you can't do this and lose, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. It doesn't make no sense to me. Somebody could be camped out in their half for 95 minutes of the game, if you're in extra time, and then they have one long ball and score, and you said you played better? Like I heard somebody say that today on another radio station. I was like, stop it. That's nonsense. Stop it. You can play better and lose. Because then you're saying the only thing that matters, the only way you can play better, the only way of playing better is when you win. Which to me, that's nonsense. Good night. Hello.
Bless up, Kranky. Bless up. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Doing good. Yeah, that's a call to give my little 2 cents from what I kind of feel last night, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so with Oldgate though, right? I thought that Oldgate did a really good job compared to the first game in September where Lembikisa was getting mishandled by Spice on that left wing. So I think the coach actually, did a good change. It kind of slowed down Trinidad attacking on the wing, and I feel like they were forced to go through the middle,
Yeah, look, I think his game wasn't as good as I thought it was initially. So he had some good passes, some good long passes in possession and making passes look good. But then when I looked at the stats, I was like, whoa. Look, Spicer is a difficult cover. I don't think because people are not playing at the highest level, we don't give them credit. Spicer is a difficult cover. Watch him against Curaçao, watch him against us, a difficult cover. I think he had more joy against us than against Curaçao, but he's a difficult cover. And so is what's his name on the right too. The wingers are they're 3 forward. The forward and
Sealy, the other one,
Sealy. What name?
Sealy.
Him, Spicer, and Levi Garcia.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
All good players. All good players.
So that's why I think for me, Greg B was kind of the best player for us right throughout the entire game. Because he kind of, he played a solid game.
Yeah, Greg Lee didn't get really. Yeah, Greg Lee hold his own out there. He held his own. He didn't,
the midfield issue though, it's not going to get fixed by Tuesday. And I think the best option, then probably have to go with Rico Henry and Lembikisa for the overlapping to kind of break down Curaçao lower block, because that's the only thing that them can do, because we don't have any midfield.
Wait. Why are we thinking Curaçao going to play low block? That's not just they're afraid of us. They ain't afraid of us. They're coming to win the game. They're not going to play no low block. They may not attack with all gung-ho, but they're not playing low block. But we think we're so good we're going to play low block? They're going to play low block against us? Really?
So, no, but I mean, I don't think they're probably not going to play a low block the whole game, but I think they're going to watch us the first 20 minutes or so. They're going to, because they know we need to score to win. They know that. So
if we're not changing midfield, they might walk through us. If we're not changing midfield, they might walk through us. If we have Bobby Reed and Russell in midfield, they might walk through us.
Yeah. And one last thing, I do want point before we go to I just want to see if you kind of hear the same thing. Say they were concerned. One of the reasons why Tyrese get picked is his weight.
The view is that the coach. Should I say this? The coach saw him and thought he was.
You have to say no. Say it.
Yeah. Weight was part of it. Yeah, weight was part of it.
Leave it.
But that's where it goes back to. Do you know what the hell you're doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we not select NFL players do us. I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
But
man, we hired a bartender for our coach, and we get what we get. Drinks are served hot. Go on. All right, sir. Yes. Enter me here the nonsense about Ravel or Daniel Johnson or Tyrese Hall, which should be this midfield, frankly. If you take out one of them and put in Hayden, me have to laugh, people. I'm going to text somebody, after the game, I'm going to text, me say to them, I'm text them. Me say Ravel on the beach at 8 years old with a big belly and him foot them hurt better than the people in the midfield. Apart from say Hayden. Better than them. Because I'm not arriving to the game yesterday. In a run from the ball, I run to the ball. He might do look at one touch them. He might turn and pivot and do some things. We're not getting nothing from the midfield. And somebody asked me, what's the question? And somebody asked me a question about Russell. I did see it here. Let me see if we can find it. So I asked him if Russell would start in the final. I think Russell should start right beside the coach. That's where he should start. And I hate to beat players. He should start. I've been talking about this for ad nauseum people about the player. He should start right beside the coach. I watched him yesterday, even when he got the ball. I was hoping he didn't get the ball. It was that bad. Now, can he score a goal? Yeah. 6'4", good in the air, then put the ball in the net, but you're not a center forward. You're a midfielder. Man is lost. Sometimes I see him run, he might bend over, I'm tired. Him run out wide and him can't get back in the middle. So the middle open. And what Trinidad was doing really well, people don't realize, is they were switching the ball from the left side to the right side. Then they either go crossfield to Spicer or they play 1-2 to get Gregory at the game. He had no help. So then the pressure could go on the center back. That's how King got exposed. Got him a play either one. We're not playing a 1-2 in an entire game, people. And we have the fastest man on the field, Steve, don't know if you play 1-2. We're not playing a 1-2. So you have to beat your man to get by him because you're not playing a 1-2. 1-2 beat the man. 1-2 beat Greg Lee about 2 or 3 times in that game. And the crossfield ball to Spicer because Ogie a tuck in. Then him isolated because right wing agree now come help. And there's no right side midfield. I have no idea what midfield I do. Look when Bobby Reed starts. Bobby Reed, well, I mean, like, he's a player of my youth, but boy, I mean, I tell you, it's ugly. It's not pretty, people. I don't know Trinidad not losing that game there. So when I'm giving you play and you say to yourself when the game done, like, really? What do I have to do? But Trinidad midfield was better than us in the Unity Cup enough. People don't realize it now. We just finished our chances and we played better overall. I thought about when we played them, but and then look out of sorts, and didn't have a lot of their players, but we don't boss Trinidad in midfield. Bless up Drew Ross. We don't boss Trinidad in midfield. People that try to blame coach. It's not only the coach, people. The coach can't go to the player. Did the coach make some mistakes? Yes. So let's talk about that. You know what? Before we go to start, let's talk about the coach. So a couple of things on the coach. One is this. The coach decided, I had a conversation in the day with somebody. I won't say who, as usual. And we talked about the fact that, it was brought to me that a number of players had yellow card. And that was a concern. And also part of the whole concept was, look, we have to play in Jamaica. We have to play in Jamaica anyway, right? We have to play in Jamaica. Either you're playing from in front, we need a draw or win, or you're playing from behind, you need a win, right? Whereby they beat Bermuda, we lose to Trinidad, or we draw with Trinidad, which is what transpired. So Nicholson had a card. Lambakisa had a card. I forgot all the players who have card. They decided not to play the players with card because they don't want the player to get a card and then they're out of the game, just like how Hayden was out of the Curaçao game when he played against Trinidad and he got the yellow. So they didn't want Hayden to be out in that game, but he got yellow card. He was out, and that our midfield was a mess. And in this game, they didn't want Nicholson to be out and Lambakisa to be out because I was surprised Nicholson didn't start, even though I picked Burrell to start because the coach was saying Nicholson is the best forward in the Caribbean. Now, we saw Levi Garcia last night, so we can put that to rest, even though he didn't score. Levi Garcia didn't score in either game. He scored in the first game, but an offside goal. So, at the end of the day, I understand the coach's decision. I'm supportive of it. I'm not going to be a hypocrite sit here and say, oh, no, it's a terrible decision. No. You got to play at home anyway. You want your best team at home. You would prefer to not have to win the game, a draw with a Burke, but I understand the strategy. Should he have benched all of them? I don't know, but I understand the strategy. What I didn't understand in the strategy was, and I don't understand coaches doing this, Because I said Arteta did it with Mascaro when Arsenal played against Sunderland. He had no idea what the hell he was supposed to be playing. Because then you had two centre back. When you put on three centre back people, are you playing three at the back? Because when Arsenal played against Sunderland, we didn't play three at the back. You just put him on, and that's what coaches do nowadays. They throw on a bunch of defenders, and here's what's also hard about it. They don't tell them where they're playing. Because when we threw on Anderson, thing for Russell, he was asking, where am I going? He was asking because he plays 6 or 8, and we had a 6 and 8 on the field. So where is he supposed to play? Where is he supposed to be? Right side, left side? Is he going to play the 10 now? Is Bobby moving the 10? There's no instructions. We put on Rico Henry, so then we had 2 left back, and we had no center forward. And I was shouting before the goal was scored to say, somebody got to stop the ball, stop the ball, stop the ball. The man could dribble about 15, 20 yards. We're backing up. So what you're doing when you go so defensive is you put no pressure on the opposing team. They now feel free to take more risk because they can put more men forward, which is how we got our goal, by the way. But at least we had a quick wing on and we had center forward on. And the center forward was the one to make the pass. So what you have done with yourself now is it's all defense. And you go in D2. You're not even, we had about 6 men in the box when they scored, It's not like they scored and we had a position. We had too many men in the box for all our care. Right? Because nobody's pressuring the ball. It's very easy to look good and make a great pass when you have no pressure. Pressure on the ball changes the whole dynamics of the whole situation. We had no pressure on the ball. They had an easy pass. It resulted in a goal that probably should have been scored. Good night. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, Kranky, what's going on?
Who's this?
I said, what's going on with you?
And I said, who's this?
Oh, this is Kurt, the person who had sent you the book, the thing about the book, but I read that now.
No. You know what? I read part of it, I should have announced it. The Chronicles, right?
Yeah, me have somebody when me talk to still to try get in a documentary. So the person is infatuated with Jamaican culture in the 1980 election. So the person has to give some time. I have something working on up in the States. And then
So tell before you go and tell people about your book, man. I think I bought it and I read part of it. If people, tell people about it. Before you go into the football, tell people about it. Give me a quick minute on it.
It's about Concrete Chronicles, the real story of Garrison's government and gangsters. It's on Amazon. It was the best new book in the history of the Caribbean. It was like number 5 on the list for a while. It's probably dropped now. It's been a while. I haven't been pushing it like that, but I'm just trying to get on certain platform for it. But it's about like the garrisons. First about how the garrisons come about. And so it's about you going to the Rastafarian movement and all of that. And how Tivoli Gardens first came up and then the Arnett Gardens and so on. And it's about it go through 1980 elections, 1976 election, 1980 election. It talk about like the peace treaty. And all these things, I'm going to some of the individuals that was well known in the 70s, really deep in a lot of them, like Claude Massop, Tony Welch, and a lot more individuals, and go into the 80s where a lot of guys like left, excuse me, I got a little knocking cold, but a lot of guys who left Jamaica after the 1980 election and then started their thing in the United States and Canada, and and go all the way up. Not only about that, it's about how women in the garrison as well. Women in the garrison, how they contributed, to the violence, and some of them who try to shield their children, and looking for a better life. So it's about it's diverse.
Is it still on Amazon?
Yeah, man, it's still on Amazon, man. May I try? I'm doing something else right now, but something more deeper about the culture, the European culture, and the violence, the European. Basically, it's a two-face of the European culture, whereas they make the black people look as the violent people, but when they are actually the violent ones. So I'm working on something much bigger, but I mean.
So what's the book again? It's The Chronicles. I can't remember the exact name.
Concrete Chronicles.
Oh, Concrete Chronicles. Okay.
Yeah, real stories of garrisons, governments, and gangsters. Yes. So
yeah, I remember because I think I give me one second. I am sure I bought it because you and I talked about it and I've forgotten. So is this it? No, this is not it. I put up the wrong thing. Give me one sec. No, I actually bought it and started reading it. I'm dating myself, but I remember the whole Claudia Massop, the whole Claudia Massop thing and how he died came on a spark, where he was coming from.
Probably, what you just went on Amazon?
Yeah, it's there on Amazon.
Yeah, you would have to type in my name though, Kirkro.
No, man, it did that, man. You have to type your name. See, this is the book, people. It's the one you see there in the sort of gray color up top. It says the Kranky Chronicles. Right. It's $12. Yes. I think it's cheaper if you get the
$12.99.
No, isn't it cheaper with the automated the version? What's the name book version? I thought it was cheaper actually.
Yeah,
than the hardcover.
Yes, it's cheaper that way. But for some reason, paperback seems to be selling more than even audio. You would think that's enough, but in these times, but the paperback actually selling more. So for any book, and the hardcover as well. So
So there's the book, people. It's called Kranky Chronicles. I did read. I probably was, I have a very bad memory, so I was probably halfway through it, and then I probably forgot, knowing me. But the history was really interesting. You described certain things. Here's my view on the book. You're right about the individuals and their roles in the garrison. And they did a good job of outlining how these things originated. It's a fascinating read in terms of the competition between PMP and JLP, in terms of how they try to capture each different regions where the electorates sit and bring them under their umbrella. Yes. But it also shows, I'm going to get beaten for this, but I'm not care, the corruption embedded in Jamaica between the politician and the garrison people. It's bad. I mean, it's worse than I thought. You hear these stories, but when you read through it, you're like, damn. So the politicians are using the garrisons to satisfy their own individual needs and their party needs. They don't give a damn about the people. But anyway, that's just me. That's how I read it. So,
but I think that was intentional, though. That wasn't by accident, That was intentional. Because they see that people, the people in these garrisons, they was going through a rough time. Remember, when 1962 come about, there was a lot of people struggling. Yes, Jamaica get the independence, but there was a lot of people struggling in these areas. So it was intentional for them to use these areas to basically to buy votes. And when you do this, then you have to find people to kind of see over these people, and that's how the area leaders and the dons and these people come along.
No, it's people. It's bad. It's bad. People, you need to read it. It's bad. I'm gonna call it bad. Not bad in the book, but bad in terms of how that works. I mean, it's very methodical in terms of what they did, in terms of even building up the communities. It's interesting in terms of the combination between different parties outside of the garrison and the garrisons and how that all linkage works. Because you get different tidbits of these things, but it's all captured here in one book, and it's really interesting. So bless up with that. Yeah. So people, here's the book. If you want to buy it and read through, it's a good read.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah, man, bless.
What I wanted to talk about, I seen somebody made a comment in the comment section about, and I agree with the person said, why is Trinidad midfield better than ours?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Trinidad are better players. I think it's about coaching. I think it's about structure and formation and coaching. And our coach is getting out-coached by all of the other coaches, brother. Our coach getting out-coached by all of the other coaches. Yes, the players have to take some responsibilities, because football play. You on the field and you have to do certain things and for the win. But the coach just seems like, I never understand why Jamaica fear Trinidad. Why is Jamaica fearing Trinidad? And going into Trinidad, the way we play, we act like we went to Mexico or the United States, or we went to some bigger CONCACAF country. You can play a certain way, but we were sitting back like it's just. I think we make Trinidad look more dominant than what Trinidad is. We just sit back and just let them do whatever they want to do. I know we're in a situation, brother, where we have to win instead of we want a draw. Because you make a key point, where I hear like people talking about low block. I don't think Curaçao coming out in a low block, They might play a certain way, whereas them now go try attack because they need a draw. But I do not think Curaçao coming out in this low block where people think they're gonna come out in. Don't see it.
No, they're not playing low block. They're gonna just play their game. They're gonna play their game because they're pretty confident they can beat us. They would have watched. They played Trinidad well twice. We didn't play Trinidad well either time, and they beat us already. So why should they fear us? We have this misconception that they fear us. They don't fear us. We haven't done anything for anybody to fear us.
What I wanted to ask you, though, before we leave is, what is the best lineup you think with the people out there, the 26 man that's there? What's the best lineup you think for this game coming up Tuesday? That's what I wanted to ask you, your opinion on that. What is the best lineup do you see?
That's a good question, and it's a difficult one, and here is why. Because, and you said with the 26 man squad, we need a 29 because we have 3 more in there. But anyway,
yeah.
So I King may be out, so he'll probably be Low and Pinnock in the middle, along with Greg Lee and Lembakis on the backs. That's what it's going to be, actually. And then the midfield, we're going to have Hayden. And the question who joined.
Like for the wingers, I think Whisper and Cephas should be the starting wingers. I think Whisper should be on the right, Cephas on the left. And I think Shamar should be the center forward.
Shamar. Well, I mean, Cephas and Shamar are going to play, right? That's a no-brainer. Shamar didn't play because he has a yellow card. That's why he didn't play. As he would have started the game, it wouldn't have been Burrell. And Kadamarti has been forgotten, but I think his big body would have helped if he came on for Burrell in the second half. So I think he'll start Cephas. I think he'll start Nicholson.
What do you think about Whisper starting on the right, though?
He could start, but I still think he may start Gray instead of Whisper. But yeah, I mean, if Whisper starts or Gray starts, at this point, it doesn't seem to make a difference, actually. I mean, I think Whisper would do well.
When I was thinking, you have to play a more attacking game. So I was thinking Isaac Eden and Bobby Reed and in the middle, and then Gray playing the number 10 with Whisper playing on the right and Cephas on the left. I would have Gray play the number 10. I think Gray played the number 10 better than he play right wing. I don't think Gray is a natural left winger.
Yeah, he's not a right winger. He's not a right winger. He showed yesterday. He's not a right winger. He's not a right winger, and he showed yesterday.
I think Gray was, because I don't think Ross is supposed to start. We're trying to go for the win, So I think like Gray should be the number 10, and then you have Isaac Eden and Bobby Reed playing behind him, and Whisper on the right, Cephas on the left, and Shamar in the middle.
Yeah, so I don't. Russell probably will not start. Russell should not start. Russell probably won't start. They played me in that game because, huh?
I don't even think Russell should play none at all. I don't know, man. Russell just look lazy. Him just not look right. Like when I watch Russell play, it just seems like just a lazy. He looks tired.
He's not lazy, but I think he's carrying a lot. He has a big body. He has a big body.
Yeah.
He has a big body, and he's finding it difficult to carry the body around with him. The body, like the Titanic, they have to turn.
Yeah. But curious for still, who they're gonna play still on the wing. I mean, I like for some.
It could be Cephas, and it could either be Dixon or Whisper. I mean, at this point, I still think he's gonna play Gray someplace. He may play Gray in the 10, but we need more offensive firepower in the middle of the park because we don't have any right now. We don't have nobody in the middle of the park with any offensive skill.
For me, I think that's the more offensive-minded team. Because if you have Eden, Bobby Reed, and Gray in the middle, you have Whisper on the right, Cephas on the left, and Shamar in the middle. I think that's the best offensive team from who's there right now. Who is?
Yeah, but I think one thing people are missing, because everybody's talking about we get an offensive team, but we can't afford to give up an early goal. So you go too offensive, and those people don't play any defense at all. Because Whisper doesn't play defense, Cephas not playing on defense, Gray not playing on defense. Nicholson will try, So therefore, you're gonna have gaps with the first line of defense. And so you don't want to give up a goal too early, because then you're in trouble. You gotta be very careful.
Yeah, that's a good point. Still, I have this funny feeling knowing this coach. I think he gonna take it slow. He's gonna take it slow, and I think what he's gonna do is gonna wait till the second half, try to make it 0-0, and then try to push for 1 goal in the second half. Just watch. Remember, I tell you that,
All right.
Instead of coming out, they're probably gonna just take it slow, and then in the second, hoping it's 0-0 at halftime. And then in the second half, then they try to come out and try to get a 1 goal, knowing this.
I have it different.
Hopefully it works.
I have it different. I think they'll try to score early. If you score early, then Curaçao has to be more attacking. Then they leave themselves vulnerable. That's the way I see it. You're going to try to come out and score. You have the crowd behind you. You're motivated. People run hard. Probably too hard, too excited. But you score early, then Curaçao going to feel the pressure because they have to draw or win. They have to draw. They don't have to win. They have to draw. So, and we're gonna feel the pressure, so we have to go gung ho, but we also gotta be. You have to play fast and hard with caution, and smart with caution. Otherwise, you're gonna want nothing and you start panicking.
I want to watch Jamaica play World Cup, and it's like in the United States at the best time to watch it, brother. And but just keep my finger crossed. I did and watch the game still and just keep my finger crossed. So hopefully we get to, so we can go watch at least 3 games. At least we can go watch 3 games, and whether we come out of the group or not. But let's see. Hopefully it works out Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Let's hope for the best, brother, and just stay there on the team. Respect here, and thanks for the airtime. Bless up, brother.
Yeah, man. Bless. What were we saying? So about the coach and his strategy or lack thereof. So I thought, as I said before, I agree with the idea of withholding the players 1 yellow cards. I think it may have been, I think it was Dixon, Nicholson, Lembakisa. I'm sure there are a few more players. And there was like 5 or 6 who were on yellow cards. All right. And he withhold the ones on yellow. And we had a chance to win the game, even though we were totally outplayed. Like, it wasn't even close. Seriously. But we had a chance to win. When you get to the 88th minute, people, you can't afford to get no goal. And you make 5 changes, you can't afford to get no goal. I mean, some people are supposed to be that unfit. And we had about 6 men in the box and still gave up a goal. And there's a big difference between trying to win a game and you can draw the game and go through. Because if they have to win when they come to us, they have to attack us and leave themselves vulnerable. And they don't have the best defense. No matter anyone says. See them play against us. We had a chance to score a bunch of goals in the second half. We didn't. The challenge that we're faced and what we're talking about is, do we have the midfield that we need to control games? And we don't. And I hate to cry about spilled milk, but I will. You know, the fans seem to know more than the people making decisions when it comes to the Jamaica football team. And the fans are told they don't know football. They're not coaches. They don't know nothing. People have their badges. But I think they slept in class. I think when they went to class to get their badges, they fell asleep. And that's what transpired. They fell asleep, people. They didn't take the class well. They missed some lessons. Colin Quest. Bless up, Colin Quest. Thanks for the contribution, sir. Colin, I support the channel now. Bless up, Colin. I appreciate you. Thanks for the contribution. And Colin, you're the first person to join that when we start me let me get enough people. Let me start me I am Colin. Yeah, I forget to them call it. The group when I'm start with them in a YouTube. I think what them call it again. You'll come to me. And we can give you a free membership, Colin. Yeah, membership. We can give you free membership. We'll work it out. But appreciate the contribution, sir. So why am I saying so much as if me a catch? And if you don't know me a catch, people, I can't help you. But the coach, the midfield is lacking. And I was texting somebody about that the other day. No, we're talking to them. I was texting them, I may say, hey, the midfield here, we need it. And then I say, yeah, we are looking at 1 year, we are do this. And then nothing go on, people. And we have the same old tired midfield come back in the people game, which can't control no game. Them can't make a pass. Them can't beat a man. Them can't drop a shoulder. And that's a problem. Everybody has midfield. Look at Trinidad midfield. Run through like we are sieve, like strainer. And we're supposed to have Bobby Reed and Hayden there, protect, run like Trina. And we don't have nobody run against nobody. No midfield, no beat nobody all night. No make 1-2 pass all night. No find the foul them all night. Like a joke thing. And Bobby and Russell, I know Bobby has been in and out of injuries. You know what? Lati can't play no worse, people. May I tell you the truth? Lati can't play no worse. Maybe we should play Lati beside Hayden. Because Bobby Reed was abysmal. At least do you know Lati put a foot in. Lati now look that bad. Bobby was poor. And Russell was worse. In fact, Russell is always worse. I know that's beating people and it's very negative, but that's how I feel. But we have to we can't fix the midfield between now and Tuesday. So the administration and the coach, at them cause this. Because I don't know talk about Anglin over Lati. Possibly. I haven't seen Anglin play that much in terms of games. I don't know how he would fit in, but he can't be worse than what we have. That's a damn sure. Because Bobby was poor. And Russell has been poor for a long time. If Russell never have goal, we wouldn't say Russell play football. I've been saying this for the longest, people. And then the complaints that me only beat local players. I mean, I feel laugh. Because that's all on the year. Because on a xenophobic, so I can't hear nothing else. I did some amount anyway. So I do think we have a problem against Curaçao. Our middle is not good enough. And that's very negative, but it's not good enough. I like Aiden quite a bit, but we're not a midfielder. Bobby not really midfielder. He's a utility player, I'm not really a midfielder. And Russell, people, when I say game time important, you know. Russell don't get no game time in club. So him not at the frequency of competition. He only play that practice. And it shows. And me tell the people, tell the man I talk to Mr. Star, bring in Ravel. Ravel have to come play. And bring in the local youth, but look at youth light. Look at that score goal. He might go by people, him drift by people. He can create something. We don't have nobody creating. We don't have no creativity. Forward them starve. Them hungry. Them not get no food. And that's very obvious. And people can't seem to realize them not get no food. We can't beat the forward them how we want. Them not get no food. So I'm out the next. And here's the thing. The coach make a change, people. And I've been saying this about changes with coaches nowadays who think they're so brilliant. They throw on defenders and the defenders have no idea where they're going. And that's not unique to this coach. It happened at the highest level too. Just throw on a defender. It's not organized. Now, if you throw on a defender, I'm going to give you an example. If you throw on like a Lewis Kelly for Arsenal, we go up on the field, he's a midfielder by trade, I play a left back. That can't work. If you throw on Rico Henry, who can be a wing back, but then you have Campbell over there, and you have Lee over there, where he's supposed to play. And if you move Campbell inside, Campbell play center forward, no, for him team, and nothing. No. Is Rico Henry a true left winger? Does he understand how to play the position? I mean, he get a chance, you know. Half chance. Instead of him cross the ball, him try to shoot from a close angle. If him cross the ball, we spot a chance to reach on it. Tap in. But we don't want to beat Rico Henry. I'm just come. But at the end of the day, the midfield is a problem. We all knew this. We all said this. It happened way back in the summer. We had a chance to go out and get a Daniel Johnson, Ravel, and Tyrese, and we decided to stick with the people that we have were not good enough. I hate to say it, they're just not good enough in that position. And it has worked out to our detriment. So now we're in a zone where me say, soup, 18 points. How much we have? 10? Or we may not even get to 13 if we don't win. And Curaçao coming in full of enthusiasm, full of confidence, and just beat up a team about 7 we get 4. Team will beat them barely beat 3-2. So it shows you their progress. They scored first against Trinidad. Shows you their progress. They didn't get outplayed against Trinidad like we got outplayed. And we expect to just walk over them. Of course, Robert would make a big difference. Can you see Robert in the midfield, people? I dictate the player, slow it down, speed it up, make a 15-yard pass, beat a man easily, do some little flick here and there, get everybody juice up and feel nice and ball a roll. We get in touches. Let me jump into, and what the coach did was to me was not a good decision to not have anybody pressuring the ball. Put on K-Ra, who have no idea where he was playing, or supposed to be playing, and he gave him no instruction because the kid was asking. No instruction. The kid was asking. You could see the kid ask, where may I go? Yeah, put me on, where may I go? I get no instruction. It's crazy. Totally crazy. Totally crazy, people. But let me try to pull up some. I think I should try to pull up some stats. Trinidad versus Jamaica. Let's go with some stats thing, people. So here is Jamaica versus Trinidad. The player of the match was Andre Ramprasad. Got a 7.5. He was in the midfield, just walking through, nobody blocking him, nobody stopping him. He had a wonderful night. We had Sealy on the right, we had Spicer on the left. Payne was the one marking C for us. And we had Phillips and Jackie, and then we had Raymond Garcia and Lenny up front. And then we had Garcia in the back and the Garcia up front too. Bless up Tycoon, good night.
Yeah, bless up. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yep, it's a show.
Oh.
So if you want to put the show I'm talking about, yeah, for what? I thought you knew it was a show.
No,
All right.
But all right, let's come call in and thing. I want to say, Kranky. I was just about to look at you when you was live, you know. Yeah, Kranky, I'm a virgin people. So I tell Radio Lancer, Kranky, I'm a virgin, and Kranky is a man who speak balance and is a very holistical person. And these are people that are great for a football. You know what I mean? So I don't want to feel like say, you understand? Kranky is a great person and is great for football in Jamaica space.
Now they beat the beat me I get nowadays. We can't agree with football. Go ahead, sir.
Every great man get beaten in the Arsenal Mandela, you know. And all the great men, Ask Martin Luther King and the Malcolm X and everybody, you know.
The man put me in some class, but I have nothing to do. Different class that.
Yeah, but when the truth is always the truth. You cannot go around the truth. And when people when people know what good looks like, they want to speak fundamentally of what good looks like.
Yeah. I agree with the good thing.
And I wasn't listening to the show, so I don't really see. I don't know what the topic
No, we're talking about the game between Jamaica and Trinidad, and part of the discussion I'm going into now is going through the stats for each of the player.
Okay.
And it's a Jamaica player, not the Trinidad player then. But Jamaica player.
Okay, well, what I would say, Kranky, I'm gonna make it short and quick, make it go through the program, and I might be anything I will cover. But anyway, what I would say, Kranky, I think we went on there getting far. It was the prettiest win, and I think the world see that the coaching staff is not at that level to really let our football. Really not let our football be what it's supposed to be. And with the type of players that we have, is no way we should have a coach in our system for 18 months and playing the way how we are playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Not taking from a Trinidad in those areas. I think Trinidad playing one of the best football in this group. To be honest, I wouldn't even say Curaçao. I think Trinidad playing the best football in the whole group. So I have to give Trinidad some credit also. But I just don't see where my coach went out there and make a makeshift team to say we are going to play against the best team in the group.
Right.
Because most of the players, it was a makeshift team we put out there last night. To be honest, you know what I mean?
Well, part of it was he was trying to save people for the game in Jamaica. So let's hope that works out. That strategy works out. Because he didn't want to play people who had yellow card. That's part of it.
But I would say the same people that he didn't want to play at yellow card. We still have people in those positions.
Yes.
So to me, he just make a political statement to fit his narrative.
No. That's I know that for a fact that they were concerned about yellow cards. I know that for a fact. I know that I got information that was a fact. So I know that was a fact.
Yeah, which I know that certain players have yellow card to also.
No. I know the fact that that there was a lot of concern in the camp, and part of that is triggered by what happened to Hayden, right? Remember Hayden got a yellow card against Trinidad and couldn't play against Curaçao?
Right.
So I'm sure that was part of the thinking, which is we can't go and play players on yellow card to get another yellow day out of the game. And we know we had to get a result against Curaçao, whether it was a win or a draw. So, yeah.
True. Well, honestly, I can agree with that. But what I would tell fans, I see a lot of fans really getting
Nervous?
crazy and nervous and all these things. And they have a right. And I think it's not about the boys or the players, which players have to take accountability also, but I think it's with the coaching, to be honest. But what I would say is we still have a chance, and I think we all should go to the National Stadium and support the boys 1,000%. And, we're supposed to stay positive. And like I said, fans have a right to have their criticism about the team and the coach and everything. But let's go at 40,000 strong and give the boys their support. One thing we don't want them to say, the fans that play their part. So let us all play our part and support the team.
Yeah, I think the coach also that. The coach also that. So I support that sentiment actually.
Yeah, we have to support the team because, we still can go to the World Cup. All we have to do is win the game. And if we don't win the game, we still have another chance to play for a spot in the World Cup.
All right,
so I think we all should wear yellow. Let's have an atmosphere going now. Let's cheer people. Don't go to the game and cuss players when they make one mistake. Let's cheer on the team instead of cuss. So from now on till Tuesday, we all should spread the word. Let us all wear yellow in the National Stadium and build an atmosphere and rave for the team, and let's support the team. Have a great night, Kranky.
Yeah, thanks, Icon. Appreciate the call, sir. All right, bless.
You have to defend general.
I appreciate it.
You want great for the football. You have to defend soldier like you on the battlefield. So big up, saying.
Bless up, man. Bless up.
Every time, general. Yeah.
All right, people. So let's go to the stats, people. It's important. I can't find the overall team stats for some reason. I don't know why. But I remember the stats. I think they had over 400 passes. We had what? About a couple hundred, I think. I think they had 5 big chances. No, they had 3 big chances. 5 shots on target. We had no shots on target. The stats were all in their favor, people. So here are some of the stats of some of the players. Blake got us 7.4. He made a few saves. He had, look at distribution, people, 15 of 30. That's the problem we have now. We weren't playing out from the back. We decided to go long the entire game. As you can see, passes in the opposition half. We don't really connect with nobody. Passing his half, he's at 75%. Long ball accuracy, 9 of 23. When you have 9 of 20 people, it means that the other team get the ball, right? So if at 9 of 23 you have there, that means 14 times you kick the ball, the other team, they start for them play. And they weren't kicking the ball long a lot as part of the game. They went long sometimes, but they were trying to get the ball to their players. Blake had 40 touches. I don't know, 16 possession losses when he kicked with the ball, basically. So that's Blake's stats. But Blake had a 7.4. That's what SofaScore gave me anyway. Let's start with Greg Lee on the left. I thought Greg Lee had a decent game. You know, we should some grade. Do I agree with the 7.4 for Blake? I'm fine with it. Greg Lee had a 6.8? Can't even see good. He had 1 of 2 tackles won. So he didn't put a lot of tackles. He won 3 of 3 ground duels. He didn't win any aerial duels. He didn't have a lot of them. His passing accuracy was 60%. Now, your left and right back, your full backs, their passing accuracy is always worse than the center halves because obviously they're trying to go up the wing a lot or going long. 60% though is not the greatest. Passes in the opposition half, he was at 46%. So when he go over the halfway line, he'll find the opposition. In his own half, he was all right, passing back to his center half or back to his goalkeeper. And long balls, you can see here, 14% people. That means the 7th time he kicked the ball upfield, I won find his target. He had 36 touches, which is not a lot. Which sort of what the team was in Trinidad. People have 40-something touches and then forward. Some have 50 touches. We didn't get those many touches. He lost possession 13 times out of 36. Now, that may seem a lot, but there's worse. It's quite a bit. Your fullbacks will also lose possession more than your center half and even your CDM. But 13 is a decent number. You want to keep this under double figures, but So Greg Lee got a 6.8. He wasn't bad. Let's go to Ethan Pinnock, who got a 7.2 or 3. He was in a tackle nobody, 0 for tackle. I guess the ball must not get to Levi Carr. He kind of tackle nobody. He had 2 interceptions. He had 9 clearances, 1 block shot, 2 recoveries, 1 of 1 ground duel, 3 of 6 aerial duel. I'm surprised Levi. I mean, who has been the aerial duel for Trinidad? His passing accuracy is 81%, which is not bad. Less than the opposition half, which is what you expect. And 92% in his half. And he had long ball accuracy, which he's pretty good at. And I think he should do more, of 67%. He's a very good long ball passer, people. And if it's over 60% going from that deep, I'm fine with that. He had 40 touches, and he lost possession 6 times. And he almost lost possession. You know, if you remember he played a ball which just on the side to reach at the forward, and I'm thinking, if the forward get this ball, there's no way he gets back. 0. So we can't afford for Pinnock to be chasing anybody. He can't get back. But that was Pinnock's stats. They're not bad stats, which means Levi must not touch a ball like us. Pinnock now non tackle. But these are not terrible stats. They're not great, but they're not terrible stats at all. Let's go to King came off early, right? King came off early because Low played most of the game, but let's go to King. He played 31 minutes. He was 0 of 1 in tackles. He had 2 recoveries, 1 of 3 ground duel, 1 dribble pass. I think the dribble pass got him out of the game, you know. I think him broke him. I think him turned up his knee for the dribble pass. His passing accuracy is 64%. Not surprising, given that he might try to go long all the time. Your center half shouldn't have a passing accuracy below 80%. That's my philosophy. Okay, you pass enough ball between you and the other center half, so that shouldn't happen. And your wing back or your fullbacks. He was 5 of 9 in the opposition half, 4 of 5 in the pass in his own half, which is about 80%. 1 of 5 long ball, which is not surprising. That's why in passing accuracy is 64% because he has 20% long ball passing accuracy. All right. If you take away the 4, he would have been 9 of 10. If you take away those 4 long ball, and his passing accuracy get destroyed by the long balls he plays. He had 17 touches, and he lost the ball 6 times. That's too many lost balls for 17 touches. Now, a lot of that is that long ball that he plays, actually. So it's not really indicative of loss. I wouldn't call that loss. Let's go to, now, this is the one I found interesting. So this is Oldgate. He was 2 of 4 tackles won, 2 clearances, 3 recoveries, 7 of 13 ground duels. So he won just more over half. 1 of 1 aerial duel. He had 2 fouls. He had 3 dribble pass because Spicer had him on toast for some part of the game. His passing accuracy was horrible, 50%. You know, Greg Lee was what, just over 60? And his pass in the opposition half was 42%, 8 of 19. Quite a bit of those are long balls, some of them. In his own half, though, it was only 56%, which is awful, plain awful. And long balls, it was 1 of 20. And I can remember the long ball he hit. He had 63 touches, which is a lot. You see, I think Pinnock had 40 touches. That should not be the case, people. He had 63 touches. He had 4 unsuccessful dribbles. That's awful. Right? That means every time you dribble him, lose the ball. Or the ball go to bones or something. I'm sorry, unsuccessful touches. It made no sense. 1 of 1 dribble, not dribble, but 4 touches. He had 29 possession lost, people. People, that's ridiculous, you know. Now, he did touch the ball more than anybody else on the team, I think it was. But he had 29 possession loss. Now, that ties back into part of his lack of accurate passing. But that's a lot. I mean, that means he lost the ball almost half the time of it, which shows up in the 50% stats. That's horrible. He did take 1 shot, and it was blocked. But his stats were not what I thought they were, actually. Having seen the stats and the eye tests, Lambakis are playing the next game. So let's go to Hayden, who always has good stats, by the way. 90 minutes, accurate passes, 90%. He's always in the 90 percentile. 8 of 11 in the opposition half. So he's not only he's 100%. He's just 20 of 20 in his half, unlike Holgate, who was probably 50% or 60%. So he had 100% in his own half. He was 8 of 11 in the opposition half. 3 of 3 long ball accuracies, which is he and Pinnock are two of the better long ball passers on the team. He had one shot, which was blocked. He had 46 touches. And he had 2 of 4 tackles, 6 of 10 ground duels, 2 of 4 ground duels, 3 fouls. Now, how many times did he turn the ball over? Because he doesn't turn the ball over a ton, actually, which you can see from his stats. Where is his turnovers? Lost possession 5 times. He really loses possessions more than 5 times, people. Right? If you touch the ball 46 times, you lose possession 5 times. Compared to Holgate, 60-something time, lost possession. He had 29. I would say, though, the sideline is like a defender against or opposing player against you when you play right or left back or full back. So that's part of the problem. But Hayden doesn't really turn the ball over, people. He had less turnover than King. Even though, yeah. His passing accuracy is pretty good, but then King is going long a lot. So that was Hayden. Can't wait to get to Bobby Reed and Russell. Let me go Bobby Reed first. I'll see you first. Sorry, people. So this is Bobby Reed. He had 0 of 1 cross, 13-21 accurate passes. That's poor. 62%. He wasn't playing the 10. He's playing the 8. 4 of 12 in the opposition half. Bobby Reed now playing the people. You want to have 4 of 12 passes in the opposition half. Now, if he was trying to find people behind the defense and then cut it out, we could say that. But I understand that. 6 of 9 in his own half. He had 34 touches, which is not good. Aiden only had about 46. Got to get more touches. But then Trinidad dominated the ball. 1 unsuccessful touch. He had 2 dribbles, 0 of 2 dribbles. Lost possession 13 times, which ties back into his 30 touches, which is similar to some of the other players. He was 2 of 7 in ground duels. 1 of 2 in. Bobby didn't have a good game. Dribble pass 3 times. People, look on this. Dribble pass 3 times. Got the man walk past him. 2 of 7 ground duels. Bobby didn't have a good game. The stats say it. When you say the stats not talk, stats talk. Now we have been through that, and people beat me about that. Rob Smith and beat me about that. So I don't want to jump into that too much, to be honest. But yeah, what I say. Let's go to Russell. We'll get to that. So he played 81 minutes. He had 1 key pass. I can't remember it, but maybe he did. 14 of 21 accurate passes. 9 of 16 in the opposition half. 4 of 5 in his own half. 1 of 2 long ball. Touch the ball 31 times. Lost possession 11 times, which is very similar to a lot of players, right? Except Hayden, who lose it half. Like Hayden would have half possession loss compared to any other player when he plays. 2 of 3 tackles. I see Russell make 1 tackle. 3 of 7 ground duels, 1. I see Russell make 1 tackle. Russell starts better than Bobby Reed, but they ain't that much better. But Russell can't start on my team. Maybe because him look other shape. Let's go to Gray first. I come to Cephas last. See him score. Gray, 1 of 3 accurate passes. Crosses, I should say, sorry. Accurate passes, 74%, which is not bad. Passing opposition half, 53%. For a forward, that's not terribly that, but it's not great. Passing his own half is 100%. Took 1 shot, blocked, so everybody's shot get blocked. Touch the ball 34 times. 4 unsuccessful touches, 15 possession loss, which is quite a bit. You lose the ball almost half the time you touch it. Sometimes those stats are not the greatest. 0 of 1 tackle, 5 recoveries, 1 of 5 ground duel, 0 of 2 aerial duels. You don't play defense, people. That's very much pass. Dribble pass 1 time. Now, where's his dribbles? Dribble pass, nobody. 0 of 0 dribbles. You can't play a forward and play a wing and try to run back past nobody, people. Sorry. I'm doing some water, so I'm getting these likes. People, I need the likes to be over 100. We're only at 86. Make it go, people. We're doing some water in the meantime. So Gray didn't dribble. You can't be a winger and not dribble the ball, people. You be Gray if you go play the CDM, the AM attacking midfielder, because now we span the wing. No, he's not a right-sided player. He's a left-sided player, but that's not good. Your winger has to create havoc, and no havoc happen. Let's go to Burrell, whose stats are probably better than I thought. He played 81 minutes. He had 1 assist, brilliant pass to Cephas. Burrell, if you get credit that Finland people, a brilliant pass. 31 touches. He had almost as much touches as Gray. Even though if he touched, I probably might head the ball. 0 of 1. 0 of 1 dribble. Was fouled twice. Lost position 11 times. We don't see that. We really see him touch the ball. But he lost position less than Gray, which shouldn't be the case between your center forward and your winger them. 9 of 13 accurate passes. So he had 69%. Which is pretty good if you have to play center forward on people. I know sometimes I late half and turn, but his opposition half was 50%, 100% in his own half. 0 of 1 tackle, 3 of 8 ground duels. It's a harsh stat for a center forward because you have your back to the defense and they might beat you up. 3 of 10 aerial duels. He didn't win a lot of those. I think Shamar would do a better job on that. But Burrell's stats weren't terrible for a center forward who didn't get no service. Let's go to Cephas, the man of the hour. So what you guys guess Cephas stats are like? Okay, I have the goal and I say I can't talk to you. What do you guys think Cephas stats? Tell me before we go in there. Cephas stats are great or are they just okay? Hit the like button, people. Are Cephas stats great or are they okay, people? Let me know before we jump on Cephas stats. Obviously, we can't predict this. We can't predict the Cephas, the great one. The great one stats. Or not sleep. Which one? Me now move on to tell me now. I don't think Cephas stats look like. So 12 we wait. Come with me here. You think Cephas stats are good, bad, indifferent? He scored. So most of me got man of the match for Jamaica, even though I didn't really see that. Mela said they're okay. Just okay, Mela. Not good. King Juice, I said not good. But he did score. So for everybody, that's all that matters for a lot of people. All right, so let's look at Cephas stat, people. Should be interesting. So this is Cephas stats. He had 1 goal, which is the all-important goal. He played 67 minutes. He was 0 of 2 in accurate passes. In crosses, I'm sorry. Not crosses. People, look on this. Cephas played 67 minutes and he made 5 passes. You know what? I'm not a footballer, people. I'm a player, but I used to play a little bit of football. I don't remember make 5 passes in a game ever. I used to play a little bit of center forward. I play a CDM. I can't remember playing at 67 minutes in one game, but I used to come off I feel anyway. But anyway, I can't remember playing 67 minutes and we make 5 passes in one whole game, people. 5 passes? Something wrong, man. I think they make a mistake. They miss a 1. Now, let me go back to Gray. Let me see the other winger touch. See, let's make 5 passes. Let me go back to this. So Gray made 14 of 19 passes, right? So let me match up the stats them. So Gray had 1 of 3 crosses, Cephas 0 of 2. He had, people go beat me, because I say stats don't mean nothing, can score. 14 of 19 accurate passes, 5 accurate pass, people. This is hard to do, you know. So wait, what? You not get no ball. You not get no touch. Let me see what it is. 0 of 3 passing opposition half, 0 of 3. That can't write. Because it was 0 of, that can't write. That wrong. That the stat wrong, people. If it's 0 of 3, that means it has to be 3 of 6. So if he make 3 opposition passes of 0, that means he would have only have 2. That makes no sense. If he make only 3 of 5, 0 of 3, that makes no sense to me. Because that means you would have, him only have 2. No, the stats are missing something. The stats make a mistake. So maybe the stats wrong, people. I think the stats make a mistake. It would have to be 3 of 6. So that makes no sense to me. Anyway, in the opposition half, let's see what happened. He was 0 of 3 and 1 of 2. So they made a mistake. So it's because they say it's 1 of 5 when it's 3 of 5. So they made a mistake. If you had both of them people, so if you 3 of 5, they make a mistake. But still only 5 passes he make. but the stats wrong here in terms of how this is distributed. Kind of says 0 of 3 and 1 of 2. It would have to be 2 of 3 and 1 of 2. So I wouldn't say 0 in the opposition half. It would have to be 2 of 3 and 1 of 2. So they made a mistake. But at the same time, he only made 5 passes. That's hard to do, people. He had 1 shot, 1 goal. He had 1 offside. He touched the ball 24 times. Gray touched it too much time. I think Gray touched it about 34. He had 1 of 4 dribble. And somebody was saying he beat the right back. Isn't that what's his name said? They only say he did it once. The stats could be wrong. He had 1 of 4 dribble successful. Was fouled twice. Lost possession 9 times. So in last possession more than passes I make. Accurate passes I make. In fact, he lost possession more than the passes that he made. That's hard to do, people. He made 5 passes and lost possession 9 times. Tackles 1, 2 of 2. Recoveries a lot. 6. 9 of 12. 5 of 12 ground duels. It's okay. 2 fouls, 1 dribble pass. So yeah, those are CFA stats. I'm sure people are gonna say they don't give no, what about stats? Him score. I can understand the sentiment, but can anybody feel I make 5 passes? And if you want to be effective, you gotta be in the game. Man, make 5 passes now one game, 3 or 5 in my brat. That's hard for the start. I don't know nobody's gonna feel. No, I mean 24 touches, not enough. So you can say let me feel like giving the ball. But even so, when he touch it, him now pass it. Him probably sit down on it or I don't know what I do with it. But anyway, that was CFA stats. So let's say any of the sub stats before we move on. Damian Lowe. Damian always full up the box score, which he will again. Not good on ground duels. 8 clearances, people. See him always full up the box score. 1 of 1 tackle 1. 1 of 4 ground duels lost. Foul once, dribble pass twice. Yeah, I remember Levi Garcia put him on his butt. That wasn't good. 10 of 16 accurate passes. 3 of 6 opposition half. 7 of 10 own half. 2 of 6 long balls. 1 unsuccessful touch. 8 possession loss. And he played what? He came in for King at the 31 minutes. So not the usual. I think low stats always fill up box score more than what this did. But if a man wasn't been playing any football and got elbowed in the throat, I think he did fine. Tyrese Campbell. I thought Tyrese Campbell did okay. 23 minutes. 12 touches. 4 possession loss. 6 of 8. He made more passes than CFA, you know. 6 of 8 accurate passes, 75%. And 5 of 7 opposition half. 1 of 1 his own half. 1 tackles 1. 1 of 2 ground duels. 1 of 1. Not bad stats for 20-something minutes. Let's see the John Richards. 1 shot, which was blocked. Yep. 11 touches. 1 unsuccessful touch. He was 5 of 6 accurate passes, which means he only misplaced 1 pass. I think he got dispossessed and it was a foul. Didn't get the foul. 3 of 4 passes in his own position half. 2 of 2 in his own half. Not much more. 1 of 2 ground duels. 1 of 2. And then let's see who else is here. I don't think K. Roy and Rico came on long enough to even talk about them. So that was the stats, people. Interesting. We didn't touch the ball a lot. It's very obvious from that. I don't think we touched the ball 200 times. I forgot. I had the stats here someplace. I know what I did with them. Trinidad dominated the stats. It was ugly. You look at the overall team stats. It was not good. Not good at all. And going to the game, we had the projection was for us to win that game. So that didn't materialize. That didn't work out. But one of the concerns I have about the game and about how we're participating in this the World Cup qualifiers, we're not creating enough chances. We did against Bermuda, and I keep telling people Bermuda doesn't matter. They don't count. They're not. Everybody look good against Bermuda. You know, we play Bermuda, everybody get excited. See if I jump from half line and score, and so did the John Whisper, and Palmer looked good. I'm like, people, it's Bermuda. We had 500 passes. People, stop. It's Bermuda. You're a pub team. If against a better team, it becomes a different situation, different outcome, different challenge. So we have to realize that levels matter. So Red and Vo says, which team we playing football without a midfield? Only Jamaica national team, then we have to say yes. Yeah, I mean, I think they had chances to get a midfield and they didn't get them. All right? I think they have chances more than we get them. I can't find some of the stats, people. I don't know what I'm missing tonight. There are a bunch of stuff like the team stats and things like heat map. I can't and maybe I just don't want to go through any more stats. So I think the most disappointing stats to me were Bobby Reed, Russell, because my forwards are depending on the midfield to get on the ball, and they weren't doing it. What is that about nowadays? What is that about? Levels didn't matter last night. Levels mattered. A lot of our players are not playing any football. I've been saying this, and I get beaten about it. People say they don't care. And some people don't believe in the stats. If Sifa didn't score last night, we would know he played on the field. Let's be honest. And people think I'm anti-Sifas because I taught the truth. Gray was anonymous last night. I don't know what the story is with Gray. He's playing decent for Birmingham. He was anonymous last night. Bobby Reed and Russell were awful, to be honest. Very few players could walk with their head raised. Holgate game was not what I thought it was. I mean, I know Spicer was going to be difficult, and he's been difficult against any team that he played against, including Curaçao. But Holgate was a makeshift right back. He's more of a center half. Even a little bit of CDM. He's not a true right back, even though he's played there for even in the Premier League. So, Yard Fusion Sam said the whole coaching staff would go because there's no reason you beat that team, tuning them back and change the whole team. No, I mean the change. I'm fine with the team that was picked. Oh, Steve Mac ratings. I want to be fair to the coach, so I agree with the strategy. Steve Mac can't go there and play for them people there. I didn't feel. I think the team was fine. I didn't have a problem with the team picked. I had a problem how we played and the lack of guidance and instructions and tactics. So that's a problem. I had a problem with the change we made to take off Burrell and put on Rico. However the hell he put on. So I do think he could have done quite a few things different, which is when Anderson going in the field and asks, where am I going? That's not a good look. That's not a good look. That makes no sense. I've said this numerous times, and it's kind of late to talk about it, but I hate to be proven right, but I have receipts. And since the Borough have come off a long time, I disagree. Borough's stats were better than Sifa's, except for the goal. And I'm sure I'm going to get beaten about that because I keep bringing it up. I thought Borough didn't get any service to his feet. The ball was being played long. When your defenders are behind you, you're going to get beat up. He wasn't getting any service at all. Service was awful. And since the Borough is not good, yeah, I'm sure you would have wanted a local player in the team. Unseen. Borough is a good player. He's scoring goal for QPR, and he's giving assists for QPR so he can play football. Stop it. We have no midfield to give him the damn ball. Yeah, but you can't do anything when you ain't get no service. People don't understand that. Marty didn't do anything against Curaçao because he's got no service. What are we talking about? Sometimes guys annoy me sometimes with your nonsense. Seriously. If you ain't getting no service playing forward, you can't do nothing. You ain't getting no service. You're getting balls, half-hearted balls over the top. You run down, you get tired. Or long balls in the air so defenders can buck you in the back of your neck. That's all you're getting. You ain't getting no service. How many times we played Burrell? When Marty played against Curaçao, he got no ball. That's why the kid looked bad. No service, zero. You're feeding on scraps. And get it straight, Unseen. See if I ain't scoring if Burrell not getting the ball there. Burrell gave him a brilliant ball. The only person to get credit is Cephas. Brilliant goal, but he was in isolation. Cephas It wasn't a strategy because he left his position. They were defending, and Burrell gave him a brilliant pass. So he deserves something. He get an assist, and you're saying if he go away. I suppose Cephas make 5 passes and play great. Stop the nonsense, man. Yeah, whatever. I'm seeing you're just about local players. That's all you're about. You don't care nothing about nobody but local. You don't want them on your team. Me understand the xenophobia. Me call you out. Me understand the xenophobia. Burrell not getting up service, people. A pure idiot ball him I get. Because we don't know midfield. The midfield is a problem. And if I don't pin up the cross the ball long, because King and Low accuracy is not there. And you see the same thing you see with I thought Holgate was better. He was much better in the long ball. But they get forward, they get no service. Cephas not getting no portion of good service. He don't touch the ball 24 times. Great touch the ball about 20 times, not getting no portion of service. Burrell I get 0 service. I'm surprised Burrell make how much pass? About 14, 15 pass. I'm surprised. It's frustrating people to not watch a game. You're forward. You know something? Even Levi Garcia got frustrated for this team, even though they were down the midfield. The ball he beat, when he took up when he beat, I go him to get the ball and people say, you know what, when I play with them things, we have to score. He will get a ball when he beat Low and beat Hayden. He's getting frustrated and say, you know what, I can't play up here all the time. Them 2 people have beat me up. So you know what, I'll go get the ball and do something with it. But if you're playing position football, because most of these kids who play in England, they're taught to play in a gap and play your role because it balances the team out. So now just go do anything they want to do and leave the team unbalanced. Because that's not the strategy. When I pass to nobody, there's no service to the forwards. You know why, people? Because there's no build-up play to do so. So when Trinidad gets the ball and the midfielders run by us, when you beat a man, people, if you beat the man the right way, he's behind you. That means there's one less player in front of you. That means somebody has to cover for that player. That means somebody else is open. It's not rocket science. So what happens is, we don't beat nobody, either with the pass or with the dribble. So the forward is running all day. And these are the reasons why Burrell was into the 81st minute, people. Burrell was running hard all game. Take no time off. He was running hard all game. I wouldn't want to play forward for Jamaica. Me not go on the field. I say, you know what? Me can't play the money. Me not play the money. You're mad. Make you look bad. Yeah, I don't know if it will, but nah, I was fine with Burrell starting. I had Burrell starting. I'm fine with Burrell starting. If Burrell Academy starts, it's same coin, but just flip a coin. I don't think Burrell did a yeoman's job up there. It's hard to be up there running up and down. I've seen that happen to Nicholson. I've seen Nicholson up there running around and get no service. Let's see how much service he gets against Curaçao. Let's see if we play better. Because the midfield has to change. It ain't got nothing to do with the forwards there. Me not blame Greer. Even though I say Greer if he beat him once in a while. Me not blame Cephas as much. Even though I think making 5 passes in that game a joke. And Cephas passing accuracy. Our number of passes is the same most games because he sits on the ball when he gets it. If not look for pass the ball one time, I sit on the ball and get foul, I get push or complain, same I get push over. But the midfield is a problem. They're not going for the ball, they don't want the ball, and when they get it, nothing to do with it. It's a fact. And then you guys come and talk about this person not playing nothing, and like the forward can go get the ball from the keeper and do something with it. Boys are not good. Boys are starting. The hope is on Bowser. I think Nicholas will be more demanding. You can't demand something from somebody who don't have it. You're going to demand from them when they don't have the ball, they're not in the play. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. Great call. I want to know too, name brand, because you put on 3 left-sided player. That means the midfielders. But they had 3 midfielders, They had Anderson. It was weird. Maybe Campbell was asked to play inside because he played center forward for Charlton and then put Rico outside. Because Rico overlapped once. There was just shot he took even if he crossed the ball. Yeah. The shape is a problem. What do you mean? They don't have no shape. 1-1. Come on, 1-1. What shape? Man, let's go play football. Yeah, I don't know what they were playing. Where was Russell playing, people? Because I'm confused with Russell. Where does Russell play? Is Russell playing the 10? Is he playing one of the wide midfield? Is he on the right? Where is Russell playing? I think Anderson can start over Russell. Yes, I think he can. Or over Bobby Reed. I probably would start Anderson beside Hayden and put one of the maybe Gray or somebody, or even Dixon probably in the 10. I now play Bobby Reed and Russell. Bobby Reed look poor people. Look at him can't lift up him foot. I don't think Bobby Reed is fit. I'm all over the place. All right, genius unseen. Maybe you should remain unseen. But anyway. I know, Big Ed. I know. But Unseen is a coach in people. But he probably plays without a midfield. He probably just kick the ball along like Cavaliers. That's what him do. Man needs to look like a fool. Conversation about Blake. Well, Andre's not good. Andre's is a good shot stopper, but he's not good distribution wide. He's just not. Andre's not a good distributor of the ball. Russell was the 10. What? Size 10 shoes? I don't know what Russell plays. I can't, Renvo, I can't disagree with you. I think when Anderson comes on, now when you come on in the game late, people are tired. He may look good, but he doesn't embarrass himself when he comes on. So maybe he should get a chance. I don't think they're starting though. Me, trim lower. You're mad. Nobody can trim lower. Lowe gave a good game for somebody who hasn't played any football and call up on an emergency. He looks a little bit slower than he normally did. He looked a little bit sluggish, but he plays with heart, as we know. So he plays with heart. Unseen can't coach. But Unseen is a good name for you, you know. It's a brilliant name. I agree with that name. So I'm not sure where you want to be seen now. I don't know where you want to be seen now, but me all over the place. Me all over no place. Look like he was right over 3, but just ran out the ball like always does. He just runs to the corner flag. People, one guy in that game, he said Russell run to the right side, over Sifa's side, and the ball up to the next side. And Russell was today tired and I can't move. Poor Russell. We don't like beat people nowadays, no, but I've been saying Russell should play right beside the coach. I've been saying that for a while now, and the coach still playing. But I did indicate a while ago that continuously that this midfield is a problem, and we don't go and get real midfielder now. We bring the CMO, recycle people them. You ain't call Oral for you, Kranky. You can't call Oral for me, because Oral can't come off any program. Oral can't go outside. Him can only talk about film program, you know. Him can't go on another bit program. Oral can't manage nobody. Crank unseen. I wasn't afraid of Oral now. I'm not afraid of Oral. In fact, me welcome the challenge. I'm not afraid of them, man. I'm not afraid of people. So you talk about Oral, you call Oral for me. That'd be a pleasure on my part. Get him out of his comfort zone. When people talk about him G, that's all him can do. Him can't come out in a John public. Yeah, no, Russell is yeah. You know what? We don't want to beat Russell. Russell put himself on the field, people. Russell doesn't play himself. Coach playing. Yeah, no, he got elbowed in the throat or in the head or whatever it was. That should have been a yellow card, people. That probably could have been a red card. So I don't like to cry over spilled milk, but the refereeing and the administration in CONCACAF is the worst. The guy Lopez, who from Honduras ref the game, he's the worst. He was awful. Can't ref to shave his life. I remember a guy do a 2-foot. I think a Spicer do a 2-foot tackle on Holgate. He didn't get a yellow card. He got nothing. 2-foot tackle, wild tackle, and he didn't get a yellow card. So the referees are awful. Yeah, that's a chance. Rene Leonardo. I mean, people have suggested that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the ref not good. I think he's just a poor ref. I don't think he's trying to be against Jamaica. He just can't ref. He said, McClaren went 4-4-2 when Rico came on. Whisper and Campbell were the forwards. I watched the game again. I think it was a change that caused the goal. They played just as a... Yeah, no, I think what happens is nobody was in the middle of the park pressuring the ball. which made no sense. It was an awful change. It was an awful decision, and it cost the team. Now, granted, Trinidad deserved something from the game. But that goal that was scored, we had too many back. We're too deep. Not a good look. 45% possession. Yeah, we will have 45% possession against Curaçao. We will. We have it difficult trying to contain Trinidad, and that's not been just this game. Even though we beat them in the Unity Cup, that happened also. We score goals in them, but we score from back to front. We're like the 1950s and 60s and 70s English team. Them. We play long ball football and hope it gets to its destination. Most people know one day want to keep the ball because if you have the ball, your team can't score. So, yeah. Kranky, am I nervous? I don't get nervous. I make people nervous, unseen. I don't get nervous. I make people nervous. You have me confused. With Palmer, yes. With this midfield, no. Unless we change the midfield, no. I think if we put Gray in the midfield, he may be more effective because Gray doesn't like to play defense. So you can hide in the 10 now. If he's playing a true 10 and play a double pivot, you can hide. No, Lord Ravel is no longer in Lord. What do you call them people when they lose them lordship? He's no longer Lord. And I had a discussion with somebody about Ravel and I couldn't wait to text them. I couldn't wait to text them after the game done, people. That's why people couldn't wait to draw me about CFAS. I couldn't wait to text them about Ravel. I say, you see, that may I tell you in my youth. Yeah? I'm sorry, that may I tell you. When Ravel at 80, they put him bed night on the beach in Jamaica, he's better than the midfielder and we up out there. Better than them. You can't tell me no different. No, I'm not changing. I'm not going to change the coach. I'm not changing the coach. We keep the coach. But he may get fired after this. Either way. Well, you know, when you start off working lazy, you have to catch up. You know, you have some kids who never know how to study, and then when they reach fifth form, they want to study, and they don't study from work first through fourth form. It's not going to work, now. And develop those habits and those skill sets, it's not going to work. Renvo, your guess is as good as mine. Person said, Kranky, do you start Whisper? Very good question. I don't know because I like Campbell, to be honest. And everybody's thinking gung-ho about scoring. So I had Whisper start in the last game. I'm not sure I would start in this game. I like when Campbell is comfortable on the left side. If Campbell's problem is this, he's comfortable on the left, he's comfortable on the left, like Whisper. But he's going to help his right back in Lambakiza. They have a good understanding. I probably would start Campbell and Cephas out wide. I put Gray in the 10. I put Nicholson in the 9. I have Henderson and Hayden. I give him a team already, you know. I may change it by tomorrow. And then I have Lambakiza, Pinnock, Greg Lee, and depends on how low he's feeling in the center half position. I like I thought Campbell had a very good game the other day. Even though he only played for like 20 minutes, 23 minutes. And he works hard. So I'll probably put Campbell there with Cephas. Yeah, that's the team I probably would play. You gotta think about who plays beside Pinnock because I don't think King's gonna recover in time. Because that beat he got is still it's gonna be psychological. I'm just kidding, people. Psychological. It takes some time to go for them beat them. When that man twist you up, and you hurt yourself, it don't take a while if you recover. And if you go see, you need counseling. King need counseling. So we don't know if King can come back. He need counseling. He need counseling. Steve is a wonder. He's not a wonder. He's not a wonder. You know what's disappointing about people after the game? This is going to be chronic, right? This is going to be chronic. Now, the first question you should be asking after the game, think about it, people. If you lose a lead in the last 6 minutes of the game, but it's going to what, 85th minute? Your question has to be around that part of it. You can talk different things. What was strategy, coach? When you made a change, what were you thinking? There was no pressure on the ball. was that a design play to go deep and low block, or the players didn't understand? Keroy seemed to be asking what the hell he should do. What did you tell him to do? Right? Why you make a change to go to center forward and put another center forward on? Do you think that offense helped to pressure them so they have to hold back more and not pressure you? Who the hell asking these questions? Like, this is coming from the top of my head a while ago, people. I never think about it. But who asked the question then, people? And then the same people that talk about say, boy, oh, a YouTuber this and YouTuber that. When the people them didn't ask no question. In press conference, they are just waste of time. Waste of time. It's very sad. Right, Kiwan said Curaçao is not a defensive team. Them can't beat Jamaica 3-0. That not happen. Jamaica should win the last game against them. Jamaica get a lot of chances. King scored, didn't get it. He got another chance. He missed a header. K-Roy missed a header. Nicholson missed a goal. We had chances. We had chances. I think Trinidad was the best team in the zone, but they're going home. They've gone home, actually. Not going home. They've gone fishing, as I would say on inside the NBA. They went fishing. So between Jamaica and Curaçao, one can win. If they draw, Jamaica probably go to the playoffs. Because I know Haiti, the Haiti zone, one of the team can go there, and the other zone, one team could go, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be a very busy Tuesday, now, people. Very busy Tuesday. But Jamaica have a chance to still go to the World Cup. Now, if we go in the playoffs, it's over. We ain't getting through the playoffs. We ain't getting through the playoffs, people. Not happening. We're not getting through the playoffs. Not the teams I see that's going to be in the playoffs. Because the playoffs is going to be consisting of 6 teams in 2 zones. 3 in each zone, the winner go through. So you think about either Cameroon or Nigeria, the 7th place team in South America, 1 Asia team. It ain't happening. Ain't happening. Not happening. So we need to beat Curaçao at our place so they can go to playoffs. We don't need to draw. We can't draw with them, so. But we need our team to fire. And up here, blank them and shoot. But the great Cephas may do it now, because Cephas is now on a cloud 9. And maybe the problem with Cephas, though, when you get a good right back, set them up, figure by them. You them have the speed. So, and I haven't seen Cephas play a 1-2 ever. I mean, people, how do you do that? How you play a wing and play a 1-2, people? You see Trinidad do that about 3 or 4 times. I say 2 times, but I think about 3 or 4 times against Greg Lee. You have to do better, man. Yeah, they have a player who plays for, Paulino plays for what? Dortmund. They have the Bakuna brothers. They have the kid from Millsboro. They have a bunch of players. They're a decent team. Yeah, well, no. Last time is different from this time, people. Last time you play one team outside some far place and you're all right. This time is different. This time you play 2 games in a 3-man zone. The winner goes through. Winner takes all. So it's different this time. And you're playing more games. You're not getting 1 game. Yeah. Yeah, I think they are too. I think they will be. I mean, think about it. Africa going to be Cameroon or Nigeria. No. Nigeria is stuck if they're not playing that way. So, yeah, it's going to be much more difficult, people. We don't want to go to playoff. We have to beat Curaçao. And it's going to be a very difficult game. That 85th minute goal may have been a World Cup killer, given what transpired, people. That's a really difficult. We have, 10 points? If we draw the game, we have 11. We'll see how that works out with the Hades of the world. So, but we don't want to go in the playoff. I thought Chung was injured. They said going to be out for 2 months. Really? Big said we win on Tuesday. Yeah, well, we'll see. No, we without midfield. We don't have midfield. Yeah. So we give yourself the ball. Yeah. We're not asking. You can go ask your general question, and we're not asking a general question. We ask the question. If you don't want to answer it, a fee in business. Ask general question, like a party shop with it. Why Mr. Tugu get asked that question, and we can't ask the coach no question? Because the coach don't respect we. And only make the coach a this, And coach now, he can't decide him what. Me asking the question. You know, answer it. Fee business. Me not worry about it. I would not ask the coach no tactical question. The coach make an idiot change. Yeah, him can answer the question. Them score a goal because you make an idiot change. Why you make the idiot change? That's the question. You know what answer it? Your problem. I thought Chung was out. Actually. No, I think Nigeria is playing Cameroon to go. Right? Are they playing Cameroon or is it Congo? No, I thought it may be Congo. They won a game the other day, didn't they? Yeah, I'm sure they're playing actually. Nigeria has a difficult game to get to the playoffs, much less. Nigeria has a very difficult game to get to the playoffs. I looked it up and they have a difficult game. Yeah, they're playing Congo. Congo beat Cameroon 1-0. And then Nigeria won. So Nigeria have a difficult game, people. If Congo beat Cameroon, a decent Cameroon team, you know. Decent Cameroon team. Yeah, big head. I don't know. People talking about they ask some full question and then them are whatever. Nobody want then don't have the press conference then. No. All the games that we play in the US 1-1. All the games. I think all the games have been played in the US. It's my understanding that all the games have been played in the US. So you're playing 2 games. You're not playing home and away. You're playing 2 games in the zone and that's it. I think all the games have been played in the US and you're playing 2 games. So we're not going to anybody's house and come back. I don't think that's the playoff. Because remember that was the home and away when you played in the normal playoff. Because you got to think it was 2 games you get to know. It'd be Mexico? Okay, I thought it was they said in the US. I read it today. Maybe I read it wrong. But I don't think you're going home and away. Somebody says in Mexico. I thought it was in the US. You're playing. You have 2 zones of 6 teams and 3 in each zone. So but I could be wrong. You're playing Mexico, okay. But now you're playing 2 games, people. You're not playing home and away. Or maybe I read it wrong. And maybe I said that to make it to the US, you have to play 2 games. But I know you're playing in a zone of 3 teams. So, but Jamaica should be looking at that. Because if they have going at that, what do you want to think about that, people? We don't want to play on Bolivia. We don't want to play on Nigeria. We don't want to do that. If we can't qualify in them soup zone here, as we've been hearing, then we just got we had. If we can't qualify that soup zone, people, if we go on, you won't get that easy as well if you qualify in the history of football. You will not get that easy qualifying zone. You know, Trinidad was even for Trinidad must be saying the same thing. By the way, people, if you haven't subscribed to the channel or the website, just drop the link them so you can click on them. 2 YouTube channel and 1 website. Let me know, people. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Now, if we go to the game, we'll talk about more of the game. I'll have a show next Monday before the game on Tuesday. So I won't go too much into the strategy to be deployed or employed as we come to Monday. Rob Smith is saying what? He's saying he is hopeful but not confident. Our coach kept both our right back on the bench and started a center back. Brought only 5 midfielders and I didn't make the match day squad and 1 didn't make. No, I think Rob Smith, he didn't want the yellow card people to pick up any card. He played it safe, put it that way. And they must have agreed. The whole coaching staff and the advisor must have agreed to employ that strategy, as they wouldn't have done it, right? So I'm not going to criticize that strategy. I just didn't like the change that he made that point in the game. That's all. I just thought Boyle was running hard. Boyle was putting pressure on the center backs. They had to make a decision. And if you take him off and you have no pressure on the ball, people, you playing football, you're no pressure, it's easy, you know. You can't look good and you make passes. Just like when we play Bermuda, we look good. Trinidad pressure, we don't look good. Yes, that is true. That is true. Well, no. No. That's not true because it's 2 teams go to the playoffs. So either Suriname or Panama will go through. In Haiti's zone, I think they're both on 8 points. So it may come down to goal difference. If we draw, we have 11 points. And the Haiti game, I think you will have 11 for the second place run-up if they both win. It's come down to goal difference. We should be okay, actually. I think our goal difference is good. It's very good, actually. Our goal difference is very good. I think I looked it up today. We have a good goal difference. So we shouldn't have to worry about that as much, actually. You shouldn't have to worry about it. If you're in Trinidad, though, boy, it must be morning this morning. You're out of the playoffs and you have 1 game left. They were hoping to win and sneak in, but that doesn't happen. Suriname have 9 points. Panama has 9 points. So if they both win, then one will go to the playoffs. If we, regardless of what we do. So in the next zone, am I getting this right? Yeah. Then Group B has us, Curaçao. So we have 10. So if we lose, we have 10 points. If we draw, we have 11. We have an 8 goal difference. So the question is how much we're going to lose by. In the next zone, the goal difference are small. So if we draw, we're going to go to the playoffs. Because Haiti has 1 goal difference. Honduras has 3. They both have 8 points. One we play Costa Rica. That'll be a tough game. That should be Honduras. And then Haiti plays Nicaragua. Should be an easier game. So Haiti may win the zone, actually. Good evening. Or good night, I should say.
Yeah, Kranky, oh God.
How much I say?
Yeah, but I tell the people, I have been from that morning.
Yeah, I've been from early. No, about 5 o'clock, Garvin. At 5 o'clock, just left me a message.
From about 5.
Yeah.
People can say, yo, this is serious, man. But apart from that, I'm sure no the players them feel away. But if the players them are listening and tuning in, along with the administration, boy, you have to click that one and send it to the administration. Tell them, say, listen, the war and the fight is not over. You see me? It's all for nothing for this game. And the thing is, we have to realize we need to make this uncomfortable for Curaçao. As I mean, both fans, but the first thing, as Curaçao lands up, we need to send them one of them hotel in St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland.
No hotel, man.
That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. Just tell us, yo, no hotel right here, I'm going to sleep at 10. I mean, put it like this. Even if I wish for them to stay, you know, them nice bike there, you know, the young them don't Jamaica enough. No, man, the man need to circle all the hotel, man, and make them police everybody if you allow them to just make some nice Mr.
Jamaica that protest, you know. You remember when the finance minister tripled the pay for the politician them? About 5 of them go to for 2 days and come back at the yard and then I protest. Then I protest. They march up on the sidewalk when I protest. They not protest nothing.
No, man. That's what I say. It's like we have to make it uncomfortable for that team. Yeah, man, cook out some bad food for them, man. Give them some overnight food or something and things. And say, listen, nothing not gonna be nice to them. Nothing. You know what I mean? Music fair, play everything. Like, no, and I'll play them, tell them not be it for the next few days. Don't be it. You know what I mean? When you're up on the field, man, I'll play them uncomfortable in their mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'll work, you know. Man, they might work up on them. They might work up on their mind. They might work up on their mind. Hey, everybody want to work up, you know.
Kranky.
Mm-hmm.
How you win a war sometime, you know, I mean, football-wise, is actually psychological, you know. That's how sometimes with meaning, you know, derbies especially in the EPL or even the rival teams them. Psychologically, you know, no matter what, you know, certain teams when they meet, you know, it's just a problem. You know, it's mentally already, it's just like a mental game. And it's just what you can do, especially the fans, them, the country, and people will probably even hear me. I said this and I said, kind of madness. These things were done to us. I know when people believe that this was, especially back in the days, you know, when we are go like South American side, you know, Central America, I mean, them things they used to do to our team, you know.
Yeah, but we're not doing anything. We'll beat them on the field. No,
man, we have to get look with that. Listen, Kranky. Are we not go home? You know? We're not.
We are already home. We ain't going home. We're not home. We're not going home. We're home. No, we're home already. We don't have to go nowhere. We're home. Well, enough of them.
We're going to take a taxi after we leave.
No, they can go support the relief efforts.
Yo, the moment Curaçao come off of the plane, man, it's supposed to be uncomfortable. Everything, the bus late, everything. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you start create that psychological effect from early. It's like a rolling stone. They might want to say, why the bus late? 2 hours late, traffic is bad. You know the country mash up.
No, I think that was done in Libya versus Nigeria before. That didn't work out well for the home team. So I don't think we're gonna go that route. I think we're good enough to beat Curaçao if the coach picked the right midfield. The midfield is a problem, you know. Because we picked the right midfield. Midfield is a problem. We have all been saying this for the longest, and it's come back to haunt them because they didn't address it. They didn't address it. They go down and recruit the right people in the midfield. The midfield is awful.
Frank, you know, me gonna say something controversial for my midfield still. I'm gonna say my midfield as in if I had the opportunity or a hand in the game. You know, say me would go for real. I would go Isaac Hayden. I would give Anglin at the 8. And like I said, either Damari Green at the 10 or Dixon. You need some energy because you need a crowd to be behind. We don't know how to cheer already. Jamaicans do not cheer. We don't sing the songs. We don't have nothing on team. So you need the crowd to be in the game. We don't want them to be quiet. We want them to be noisy, create that atmosphere from early. You have to give them energy. And honestly, players will feed off energy. So you need that spark. And I feel like Anglin, yes, I only saw a small snippet of him in the Curaçao game, actually. I don't know if you remember, and he actually kicked a shot from way out 1-2. But
yes, a very good shot, by the way. The keeper made a brilliant save, yes.
Yep. I feel like, I wish he had gotten a chance in the Bermuda game. But I feel like a player like that probably in the midfield with Isaac Hayden, because let's face it, no disrespect, I just feel like Bobby Reid probably needs to be pushed up higher. Maybe he would need to be in a 10.
Bobby needs to push the bucket on the bench.
That's why I say still. That's why I'm telling you, say Anglin beside
Bobby Reid has been playing well. He has been playing. Bobby Reid and Russell, the team have carried them in the midfield. They carry them.
No, let's face it. Honestly, so go back to last night. People have to understand still, as much as we have beat some of the players, even Russell, for goddamn sake. It's like, I'm saying, the way midfielder get overrun,
Yeah.
Hayden alone cannot do it, If the midfield is getting overrun and the players might play be a 1-2 and a run around it, it's like no matter how good you be, you alone cannot do it, Yeah, it's like we lost out of the game in a so much aspect. And that's why, and another thing that was beating us, because sometimes I think we don't realize how football is being played. When you're trying to play possessive football, it starts on the back. Your keeper, the first person supposed to be starting the offense. And the ball have to be bouncing, going up. And the next thing, you need your 6 or your 8 supposed to be linking the play between the mid, or to your 10, and or to your flanks. It's like nobody not coming and taking it off the defense. You can count how much time the defense played to the midfield or midfield vice versa. There was no link-up play. And anytime the ball get back to Blake, 9 out of 10 Blake has sent it over everybody's head. And then the ball come right back down. So it was just horrible, man. But seriously, looking forward, honestly, we really feel that the people, honestly, JFF, if you're not listening, Mr. Speed, if you're listening, Mr. Speed, please call the ministry. Call them and tell them, say, listen, this Curaçao team, we're not making it easy for them. Tell the police them, say, do not patrol your area. Make some car sound, pull up push by the hotel there, blast some music, the young them come up and bust some sound, bust the bike, muffle them with some shot, let them be say a gunshot or a beat, everything. Just make it uncomfortable and get no sleep. Tell them say training facility not available till 12 o'clock Jamaica time, because the sun are wicked. Don't even water the grass them time. It feel tough. everything's supposed to be uncomfortable. Make them complain. Yes, them are gonna probably even, and you need some of them look at intense moments.
DJ Peter, you need to drink some water. Drink some ice water. Drink some ice water. No, drink some white rum. 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 Drink some white rum.
But if you see that McClaren, I drink too much.
Yeah, drink some white rum. Me not drink. Me not need it, but drink some white rum.
You know, what I tell you, Kranky, seriously, we need to make it uncomfortable for them. We just feel like say, yo, by every means you have to take advantage. You see me? And that's all I have to say. Look, hey, people have to remember, you know, them things happen between our Brazil and Argentina, you know. At sometimes people don't know behind the scenes things. Them things happen regular. All Jamaica used to get the people much all piss on them, something they went on the bus or pass and them things. Yo, some serious things. Serious.
Well, I think if we can beat Curaçao at home, then we don't have to go World Cup.
100% agree.
Yeah,
100% agree.
Yeah, we don't have to go World Cup. So anyway, thank you, sir.
And yo, yes, yo, everybody so disappointed. We draw the game. You know? You can imagine that. And if
because people don't realize that you have to win to go to the World Cup. It's a big difference. You don't have to drive to go to the World Cup or not. You have to win.
Big difference.
I win at a big goal scoring team. We have individual brilliant scorers. But I see first I run against Bermuda, whisper against Bermuda. We don't see nobody that take no shot from 20 years and score. We don't see nothing. We have a set piece. We not break down. We don't have no midfielder and make 1-2 pass to the forward and take a shot. We don't have none of that. We don't have nobody that break down on defense and score. You have some little bounce hit and scramble in the area. We struggle to create something from nothing. That's a problem.
And you know, another thing, two things I realize. You know, say we players them. I don't know. You said it last night. I just kind of regurgitate it again. We have to realize this. We have to play a little bit more tough, meaning a little more physical. You don't overdo it. You know, look up more shoulder bunks. You might have to kind of ruffle some man foot because the ref, if it depends on the game still. Okay, once you see the game a play, you know the referee will basically ref the game. But most of the 9 out of 10, that's how it is in CONCACAF. But if them a play rough and the ref now call you play rough to not overdo it, you know what I mean? But you still have to play rough too because our players, them a lot of them realize them busy when them get tackled or they drop or them ball for the foul, them just stay there on the ground and we open them hands up like, yo, that not gonna do nothing for you. Run back, help back your team. You know what I mean? We did so much of that last night. Like everybody I tried to show us, yo, you know, see I fall that. Listen, a different league, a different thing. This a dog eat dog. Guess what? Them a play hard, play them back hard. Simple. You know what I mean? You play until the whistle blow. That is it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
I hear you.
Boy, I'm done still. Like, I don't say too much venting.
Yeah, me tune out. I time. It's 2 hours. Me cut everything at 2 hours. 2 hours, me done with 2 hours.
Yeah, man. Yo, you know, somebody see a thing this morning too.
Yeah. So all the people want to beat me about CFAS. And I go, and I revisit that beat, yeah? Because me have receipts.
All right, let's see how it is.
All right, sir. Bless up. All right, people, I'll sign off by saying thanks, DJ Feta, by the way, for the call. Thanks to everybody who called in. Thanks to everybody who's in the chat. Great being here. We'll be back on Monday. I take off the weekend. I take the weekend like a job, people. I take off the weekend. I may do some videos, but it won't be about sports. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it being here. And let's hope that we'll talk more Monday, people. We'll do some strategy and say who they should play and who they shouldn't play and who should play where. But we know what the problem is. All right. And Lord Ravel is in prison. He lost his lordship. He's in prison. He will not be released in time for the game. I have it from good source. He will not be released for the game. So don't look for Lord Ravel to come. He's not being released for the game. So have a wonderful evening, people. Have a great weekend, by the way. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Don't stress about the game, people. The game are next week. Take your time off. Don't think about the game. Enjoy the time with you and your family or your significant other. Enjoy the weekend. We'll come Monday, and you can get nervous Tuesday. Because if we don't draw, win the game, we're not in a good spot. All right? No, I'm club. The coach have a call, you know. People, you can't, I said this, what was the people? You can't come on as the coach call your people. May I say that? Yeah. But anyway, people, we're now playing no autumn music. I'm just going to finish the stream. So have a good night. Thanks for being here. Truly appreciate you. See you when I see you. Peace out. Kranky life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Kranky life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Kranky life, tell them. Kranky life, heed them. Kranky life, want them. Kranky life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose because Kranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Kranky life, tell them. Kranky life, heed them. Kranky life, want them. Kranky life. Kranky life where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Kranky life, get to know the name because Kranky analysis is never lame. Kranky life, give me my Kranky life. I want my Kranky life. Must have my Kranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Kranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and debate and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Kranky life. Tell them, Kranky life. Heed them, Kranky life. Want them, Kranky life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Kranky Live. Tune into Kranky Live. Like up Kranky Live. Subscribe to Kranky Live. Kranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Kranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Kranky will always bring the heat. Kranky Live. Me say fi tell them Kranky life. Me say fi heed them Kranky life. On them Kranky life. Kranky life will be around. Kranky life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Kranky life. Kranky life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them, Kranky life. Kranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Kranky life. Kranky life. Kranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed, want, heed them.